Hello, third graders. Miss Holder here, and I'm going to be doing your word study lessons for this week. This is our last week of instruction. Woohoo! Almost summer break. I need you to collect a few materials. I'm going to need you to get something to write with and a piece of paper. We're going to start with reviewing what we learned last week with that unaccented final syllable with the L-E, E-L, I-L, and A-L. Okay? I'm going to call out a word, and I want you to write that word, and then you can check it. The first word is fossil. Fossil. We went digging for fossils. Okay, that is spelled F-O-S-S-I-L. Okay. And now I want you to divide it by the syllables. Remember our rules. And then I want you to underline the accented syllable. Okay. Remember, we should divide our syllables. We've got these two consonants right here in the middle. So we draw our line between the two consonants. And the first syllable is the one that is accented. Fossil. Very good. Okay. Your next word is cancel. We had to cancel softball because of the COVID-19. Cancel. Okay, that is spelled C-A-N-C-E-L. Okay, now divide it by the syllables and then underline the accented syllable. We have these, even though they're not the same consonant, we have two consonants right here. So we divide between the two consonants. And then the accented syllable is the first syllable. Cancel. Okay, the next word is kennel. Kennel. I put my dog in a kennel. Kennel. Okay. K-E-N-N-E-L. I want you to divide your syllables and then underline the accented syllable. Okay. Again, you see we have these two consonants, N, the double consonant. So we're going to divide our syllables right there. And then our accented syllable is the first syllable. Okay. Now let's do signal. Signal. I gave a signal that I understood the lesson. I did a signal. That might be a thumbs up. Signal. Okay. That is S-I-G-N-A-L. Divide your syllables and underline the accented syllable. Okay, again, we have those two consonants right there, so we divide right there, and this is the accented syllable, the first syllable. Signal. Okay. And I think that's the end of our review. Just remember that even though all of these final syllables, they sound the same with the I-L and E-L and L-E and A-L. They all sound the same, but they're spelled differently. Okay. Now we're going to start with this week's lesson. This week, we're going to still be doing the final unaccented syllable, but this time it's going to be with E-R, A-R, and O-R. And we call those our R-influenced vowels. Sometimes we might say bossy R, or R controlled. But the reason we name those that is because they take over the vowel sound. All you hear is the R sound, and they take over. So I'm going to write a few words. These are our words.
Mommy, I hurt myself. Yeah, my head's on that table.
Are you okay?
And very hard on the side.
I think you'll be okay. I'm recording my lesson. Okay, so here I have mother, dollar, and doctor. Now, when I say these words, I hear that R influence vowel sound at the end of each word. Even though the sound is the same, just like with last week, they're spelled differently. We still hear, we're hearing mother, dollar, doctor, but you can see that they're all spelled differently. We've got an ER, AR, and an OR. Okay? And each of these final syllables are going to be unaccented, just like before. Okay? Now, I want you to watch me as I divide the syllables. It's mother, doll. Well, I have this lur because I have the two consonants right there. And then daughter. I divide between those two consonants. And so that's how you will divide the words into syllables. They all go at, the reason mother, because I have that consonant digraph right there, the TH, and that's why I have to keep that together. I know that might be a little bit confusing, but that's why I did not divide the syllables between the T and the H, even though those were two consonants, is because it's a consonant digraph. Remember, we have to keep that together. It makes its own sound. Okay? And then we know dollar and doctor, of course, we're dividing between those two consonants right there. Okay, now let's look at some more words. Let's look at let's look at these words. Remember, I want you to be writing these down too. I want you to think about where we would divide each syllable. Okay, let's look at the first one. Other. This was just like mother. So remember what I said with mother. We're going to keep the TH together. So where would we divide our syllables? Yes, it's going to be after that consonant digraph. And then that's going to make that first syllable is our accented syllable. Other. Other. Okay, and then our next word, sugar. And we're going to divide it right there. Sugar. I want you to do this one on your own. Mirror. Figure out where to divide your syllables. Yes, we have those two consonants right there, so we're going to divide our syllables right between the two consonants. Okay? And in each of these words, the first syllable is the accented syllable. Those will all be accented. Okay, now I want you to try by writing the word solar. Solar. I'm gonna let y'all just copy me. Solar. And divide it into your syllables. And then underline the accented syllable. Okay. So it should have been right after that consonant, solar. And then and then this would be the accented syllable. Your next word I want you to write is rather. Okay, write that word. Then I want you to divide it by the syllables and underline the accented syllable. Okay. Yes, and you keep that consonant digraph together, rather. And that is the accented syllable. Okay. Let's do tractor. Again, divide it by the syllables and underline the accented syllable. Yes, we're going to do it between those two consonants, and this would be the accented syllable. And this next word is grammar. Grammar. Divide it by the syllables and underline the accented syllable. Yes, between the two consonants, and then this is the accented syllable. Very good. All right. This next group of words we're going to do is we've got calendar, dollar, grammar. Okay. And harbor, mirror, see, flavor, and then we've got weather. And they all sound the same at the end, but they are spelled differently. But they all either have an AR, an OR, or an ER. Okay? Now let's look at these first three words I have right here. Let's look at these. The calendar, dollar, and grammar. Okay? These all end with our AR. The ending is the unaccented syllable in each word. Okay? Which of these words has 3 syllables? Very good, you got it. It was calendar. It is calendar. Okay. All right, now let's see. How would you divide dollar? Yes, right there between those two consonants, dollar. And then grammar, we just did that one. And it's also between the two consonants. Okay, so this next group of words that I have right over here, harbor, mirror, and flavor, they all end with an OR. Even though they still sound the same, they're ending with an OR. Okay? Can you divide these into the syllables? Yes, we would go between those two consonants, harbor. Again, between the two consonants, mirror. And this one is a little bit different. This one, we don't have two consonants, do we? It's actually going to be after that vowel in flavor. And it makes that first syllable an open syllable because it ends with that vowel. So that makes that A long. That's why we hear flavor. Okay? And then these last two words I have right here are weather and proper. Okay? And those two they end with an ER. But do you notice that weather, we have a vowel team there, don't we? We have the EA. But it's different because it's not making, usually EA makes a long E sound, but it's actually making a short sound in this word. It's weather. Okay, and then we have proper. And this one is actually going to be after the consonant, and that makes that a closed syllable, because remember, well, this is our consonant digraph or blend, and then we have a vowel, and then we have another consonant, so it closes it up and it makes it have a short vowel sound. Okay. I do want to tell you that you'll need to pay close attention to how the final pattern is spelled. And a helpful hint is that most of the time when you hear that sound, it's going to be spelled ER. That's the most common for the Now I want you to go and do your word study assignments in your Google Classroom. You're just going to be copying your words today. Tomorrow we'll start our sort. Bye.